Rancho Palos Verdes Zillow. You're looking for some feedback on whether they're providing current and good listings for you to take a look and see if there's something available right now for you to find. And so my feedback on Zillow is that it started out with that intent, but they promised originally that they wouldn't be a brokerage. Now, some years later, fast forward, and here they are, they're a brokerage. And when you go look around, you're going to find listings that seem to be active and available. And yet when you reach out to someone like me with access to the MLS directly, it's no longer available. Well, what happened? Zillow seems to have some algorithm that keeps these stale listings on, which is frustrating both for you and for your agent, because if you've found something that you really like, we'd really like to help you purchase it. So the better option to search anonymously and by yourself and not be bothered by agents would be to go directly to realtor.com, which pulls MLS listings directly from the multiple listing services all around the country and gathers them in their website where you can look around and just see what's out there. So then what's the difference between realtor.com and getting data and listings directly from the multiple listing services, or MLS? The MLS is the raw data that brokers share between themselves, and we have access to set you up on an email that provides you listings current, right as their input, within 24 hours, and it will show the listings that are actually active, meaning they're ready to be purchased and have offers made on them. And it will not show the listings that have gone stale, closed, expired, that are no longer available to distract you from your actual home search. How do you get set up with MLS data? You reach out to a realtor like myself. We can set up a search that meets your criteria. You'll get emails either daily or immediately when there are homes meeting your criteria. You can take a look and reach out when you're ready if you want to explore either seeing it or purchasing. We can set that up, no obligation, and I won't be hassling you, just trying to help. Let's take a quick look at a neighborhood that Zillow listings that just show you a bunch of random listings from around the peninsula don't give you an indicator of what that neighborhood is like. And today's neighborhood is Seaview. It's on the east side of Rancho Palos Verdes Drive South, meaning it's up the hill and has some wonderful ocean views. Then we're going to talk about 3 things that you might be aware of or concerned about if you were to consider buying a home in this area. So let's take a look at those views. So the 3 things to take a look at with this neighborhood are that these homes were built in the 1960s and 70s, number 1. Meaning that they have a certain look and feel about them, typically California ranch. And what really adds the pop in value is taking a look at that view. Panoramic, ocean view, wonderful. Now, not all the homes in this neighborhood will have that view, but some will, and otherwise you can be in the vicinity and able to see it whenever you pop outside that house. Number 2 is distance. This set of homes is all the way on the west side of the peninsula, a little bit south. And so if you're really going to drive Palos Verdes Drive south and on into Los Angeles, that route north, it is a longer drive to get where you're going. However, you'll notice that your GPS will frequently show you that you can go south through San Pedro and up the 110 freeway and actually make the commute distance and time that much less and much more efficient than just taking the surface streets through the peninsula. A third caution to think about as you're considering purchasing in this Seaview neighborhood would be the accessibility of cell phone. And so you'll want to test that out depending on exactly which location it is and whether that's important to you. Some people want to get home and tune out, and so if it's not so important to you, then it's not a concern. But if it is, you do want to be aware that on the peninsula you can have some areas where there might be an issue, and if that's important to you, you do want to check that that house has the coverage that you need. These homes are 3 and 4 bedroom homes, and they range in size from 100 to 2,400 square feet, and the lot sizes are large, ranging from about 11,000 square feet to 16,000 square feet for the lot size. The views are out across the Maryland Ryan Sunset Park and across the driving range and certain soon to be built or someday to be built lots from the Trump property. Next, you might want to watch my video about the 7 worst things about living in Palos Verdes. It's essentially a list of the 7 top things to think about, worry about, and deal with if you're considering living in Palos Verdes.